All right, we should be live. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Mission ImBEARable, a 6-session-long Honey Heist campaign. We took a little brief hiatus due to illnesses and other things going on, but we're back now for episode 4, entitled Bees. So we'll quickly just go around and have everyone reintroduce themselves and their characters before we dive into this. So we'll start with Jeanette.
Hi, I'm Jeanette. I am playing Josie Shades, the honey badger thief, and happy to be back, waiting to see what happens because I don't like bees.
All right, and Deirdre.
Well, afternoon, y'all. Sorry, it's a little early for me. I'm still there. But I'm Deirdre, and I'm playing Miss Robin Snare, your sun-bear face for the party. I'm definitely looking forward to having a conversation with a bunch of flying things that can hurt me. Definitely looking forward to that.
All right, Andy.
Hello, I'm Andy, and I'm playing Misha Solokov, the honey badger muscle. Ready to fight some bees.
All right, and Jess.
Hi, I'm Jess, and I am playing Ursa Bitminer, your panda hacker here, ready to get you whatever you need. I got it. It's good. Let's go. We got it's probably not bees. It's fine.
And finally, Reen.
Hello, I am the fairy Reen. I am Bernadette, your Uber driver. And if we need to run from these bees, I will have the van ready for the great escape.
All right, and we are down a boo-boo bear today, but we'll power through without the boo-boo. And to recap last session, since it's been a bit of time, the group was in the zoo, and Robin and Boo-boo were trying to interrogate Clarice, a red panda who was somehow involved with this taking of the honey of nearly exceptional yumminess, or honey. Clarice hid amongst a bunch of other red pandas, and they had to kind of figure out which one she was, but what they didn't realize until Ursa pointed it out was Clarice actually slipped out the back door and was running away. They eventually did catch her, who told them to go try to find the queen, who was this almost legendary thief character who was existing in the woods. Meanwhile, Josie and Bernadette were driving around in a golf cart, and Bernadette got hit with a tranquilizer dart and was having the most dramatic death of all time.
I was shot! What do you expect?
Even though she wasn't actually dying. And eventually they were able to revive her, and they went off into the woods in search of the queen. They arrived at a large tree in the middle of the woods that they knew was a good contact spot to try to figure out where they needed to go. And suddenly they heard a buzzing sound that at first thought was the drone dropping off some yummy tasty snacks. But then the buzzing got louder and there was suddenly more of it. And most of the party, except I believe the honey badgers, didn't succeed the role. The rest of them figured out that, oh, there are bees coming right towards us from all directions. And judging by the sound, you guys feel like you have only a couple seconds before the bees show up. So, what are you going to do?
I mean, we're here for a conversation.
But how do
Right?
you talk to the angry bees in the van? It's all the way at the front of the zoo.
Well, I ain't running right now. Maybe if we just sit here and be polite and Do we still have? I think I still have some of that. And she starts digging through her purse, going, "I've got this honey, and I got this honey, and anybody got any snacks we can offer?"
No, that's the snacks coming right now.
No, the
No,
bees
you
aren't
don't eat the bees. You eat
No,
the
that's a
honey the
drone.
bees make.
That's a
no,
drone.
I don't think that's my drones, Josie.
But that's the snacks.
You
said the
really-
snacks.
Robin, do you really think they'll be reasonable?
Well, I can't guarantee it, honey. I can never be sure of anything in this possibilities. There are so many infinite choices that could be made from all of this situation. It's just there.
This is why I hate going outside. Everything's so scary. I want to go back into my room.
Why don't you order some more snacks, honey? It might make us feel better.
But the snacks are coming right now.
Those aren't the snacks. That's the queen. We gotta be nice and polite now.
I've never met royalty. Will we be okay? Are we attired correctly?
Well, I'm sure. And she kind of turns and looks at you and goes, "Well, you'll be fine. And
Oh, good.
Osa will be fine. And Josie, maybe fix your hat a little bit. And, Misha, just be Misha. Boo Boo." And she kind of looks over and realizes Boo Boo's like passed out asleep. "Well, Boo Boo will be Boo Boo. It's fine.
Okay.
You're just polite, right? Everybody's polite."
Dude.
All right.
Okay.
As you say that, breaking through the tree line, you just see multiple swarms of bees coming out at you.
I don't think I can hold still for this. There's a lot of bees.
You don't worry. And she starts opening the honey jars and just kind of sliding them out into the middle of the clearing in front of her and just going,
They
Do you
just-
think if I make the fur fluffy, they can't get into me? And I'm like making my fur, like try to stick out and bristle out. Yeah.
Josie's eyes have gone like wide, and she's like, "That's not the delivery service. Bees!" Ah! She kind of starts running in a circle.
"Sit yourself down and smile because we're going to light."
I don't like bees.
Ursa normally wears a little like paper crown, like kind of side jaunty on her head. And she just like takes it off and holds it because she doesn't want to like upset the queen. Just
And as you do this, the bees, they're not moving forward yet, but they slowly start to like circle around the clearing, almost like they're making a little bee tornado around you guys. And they're still just buzzing louder and louder. And after a few seconds, the circle starts to get a little tighter. And then it keeps starting to get tighter.
Josie, since she can't run away because Robin has her, she looks at the dirt and her little claws come out and she just like goes and starts digging a hole as fast as she can because honey badgers can dig. And she's just like,
Roll me a bear to see how impressive this hole is.
all right. I got a 5 and I have a 2.
So you kind of just start fleeing dirt. It's hitting everybody as you're doing like the very quick like dog digging almost. So it's just flying everywhere.
Let me know if you get me closer, I can dig faster.
You're making us dirty for the queen.
And you think you have this really great hole, but it's not quite wide enough and it's not really that deep. But you could probably like ostrich and stick your head down in the hole.
Will do.
And like your little honey badger butt is sticking up in the air still.
That's amazing.
Badger booty wiggles.
Your Majesty, we had a couple questions. If we could maybe have a conversation. We brought a small offering in a token of our appreciation.
As you say this, the buzzing starts to grow louder, and a little group of bees breaks off, and they just come flying straight at you, Robin, in a very aggressive manner.
I mean, that seems rather impolite. And she's just going to do this with her hat.
Misha,
Protect the face.
I was gonna say Misha sees this, and while Misha is small, we'll just like run up and like try to cover Robin.
Your son there is standing.
So when the hat comes down, Misha is on the hat.
Yeah.
I'll skitter up and be on it.
Misha's
right.
like our flexible bungee cord. She held me to the roof and thing, held her hat. You know,
Misha could just extend.
who needs a rope? We have a Misha. You know.
All right, and Misha, you feel these bees hit your body, and let's see if they manage to sting you. As I roll.
Honey badger do too.
I was gonna say, don't honey badgers have resistances to stings?
Honey badgers have very, very like
Thick
stretchy skin. So like even if they get poked, it's not like super detrimental.
It's
Mhm.
why they can get and then go and eat the rest of the hive.
That's why it said that they don't give up, you know?
Yeah. You do feel one little poke of a bee. Obviously, it doesn't do too much to you since, as we just said, you're a honey badger, but you do feel one kind of get you with it.
Your Majesty, we don't want to be rude. We're just here to have a pleasant conversation.
As you say that, more bees start to break off into little groups, and they all start slowly advancing towards the rest of you.
Well, I can be less polite and just let Misha and Josie have some fun.
This looks like divide and conquer. Are they conquering us?
Oh, honey, they're not going to conquer anything. Bernadette, remember, you're calm, you're fine.
I've already been shot. I don't want to be shot by the bees too.
Pull yourself together. That works. We'll go with that.
Okay.
And then a group of the bees comes right for Bernadette. So let's see if you get
No,
hit.
no, 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 no. I get bees too. Robin.
As you're doing this, you're talking to Robin. You just suddenly just have a moment. You just duck down, and as you do, the bees fly right over your head.
Whoa, now that was cool. It works.
And you hear like the buzz, like the as they go over your head.
It's an air attack. It's bees doing an air attack. Take cover.
Somebody get into Boo Boo's hat. I'm pretty sure he's got something for this. He's got everything in that hat.
At that time, I see Josie's head in the ground. I go, that's a good idea. And while I'm curved over, I'm using my little paws trying to put my nose down in the ground.
Okay, you managed to dig a tiny hole. You kind of just get your snout in and not the full head. Your eyes are kind of just peering up and looking around.
At that moment, Josie's head comes up and she goes, "Oh, crap!" Head back down.
I love that we're all
Never-
terrified. Except Robin. She's like, it's good. It's good.
Whenever Robin mentions Boo Boo's hat, Misha takes that opportunity to like skitter down Robin and go rustle around in Boo Boo's hat.
Okay, so you get into Boo Boo's hat and you look around. You find his little thieving tools. I can't remember what all he has in that hat. It's a mystery.
He's got everything in that hat on little hooks inside the hat.
Yeah. So there's like
Brushes,
little
thieves' tools.
brushes, little thieving tools, like some random
His-
little knickknacks, some miniature furniture hanging there.
Yeah.
And you're very
Surprisingly,
confused
find
about why he's
Bernadette's
in there.
phone that she gave him to carry because she has no pockets. You know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's inside the brim. It's all in that hat.
So you just find an assortment of items. You're not sure if you can use any of them and how helpful it'll be against the bees.
Set it back down, crack my knuckles, and get ready.
Josie pops back up for air. It's like, this isn't working. This isn't working. Robin, do you have any aerosol spray in your bag?
Well, yes, I have hairspray.
Give.
I mean, you need to make sure your fur looks right.
Thank
and,
you.
May have some other perfumes.
Who's got a light?
I do, honey. I always have a light.
I hold up the can and shake.
Oh gosh, I know where this is going.
God.
And she pulls out her gold-plated cigarette ladder with a little honey pot engraved on it.
Light it up.
She flicks it. Your Majesty.
Yeah,
No,
you
she
hit the button.
she doesn't put it in front of you yet. She goes, Your Majesty, we're here to have a conversation. It can be a polite conversation or it can be a very, very impolite one.
There's no response.
Well, she flicks it.
Does anyone speak bee?
I was gonna say, can Ursa be on her phone trying to figure out like how to speak bee? Like, like be bear to be translator, Google translator.
You can't be trying to do all that just tapping away on your phone trying to figure out some sort of
I'm like trying to be as much behind as possible, and I'm just like covering myself with my phone, and I'm like looking, like trying to find stuff as fast as possible.
Oh my god.
Josie's bringing that can up and like sticking it in front of the lighter and is starting to depress the button on the light on the can.
making. As you do, it takes a little bit of time before the spray just catches, and you kind of have a mini flamethrower right now.
That is so hot. Woo.
I'm just running, holding it in my little claws.
Are you trying to get the bees, or are you just kind of like swinging it around?
It's definitely pointed at the bees, but there may not be as much control as somebody not completely hysterical about the bees would have.
Okay, why don't you roll me a criminal, and I'll give you advantage because this is kind of carnage.
Yeah.
I rolled a 1.
Yay. So, as you're just, I imagine it's you're kind of have your hand over your eyes with one hand, the other one's just swinging it.
And then
wildly.
occasionally Robin's just turning her shoulder and just like that way, no, that way.
Yeah, Robin's kind of steering you in the right direction, and you just start burning all these bees. They kind of just start dropping to the ground. You take out a pretty considerable chunk of the swarm that's coming at you before the aerosol spray can kind of gives way and the flames die out a little bit.
Oh.
Don't worry, Hannah, I've got 3 more. It's important to look at one's best. You never know who you're gonna meet. You might be reading royalty and wanting to have a conversation, or you might be wanting to kill a whole bunch of bees. One of those 2 things is gonna happen.
I'm
Usually
okay with
number
killing
2.
the bees.
At this point, you guys hear more buzzing noises coming. And as you look and try to figure out where it is, you see this little blinking light as this little drone just kind of zips over the tree line and starts to come right towards where Ursa is hiding.
The snacks!
Yes.
Yes, the snacks have arrived.
If I have any control at all, I want to use the drone's like propellers to create a shield.
So it's kind of
Like a barrier between us and the bees, if that's remotely possible. That's what Ursa is trying desperately to do right now.
Roll me a bear
Oh.
to see if you can just kind of snatch the drone out of the air and
Oh
and hold
no!
it.
Oh, my bear is not. Oh no, my bear is 2. Oh wait, nope, I didn't make it. Nope.
So you jump and try and grab a hold of the drone, but it kind of just misses. You kind of scramble to try and get it. It does kind of dip a little bit as you hit it, but it's just out of your reach of trying to grab it to use it as a shield.
Did I at least knock down the snacks?
The snacks have been dropped. There are snacks on the ground.
Oh, now she's looking between like the drone and the snacks.
They have good evasion tactics so that people don't steal our snacks. I'm glad you could not grab it.
But the drone is still there. It hasn't flown off yet. You kind of knocked it off kilter, so it's kind of trying to recalibrate
Hey.
itself.
Hey, Ursa, can you maybe get inside that thing and appropriate it from the, an electrical standpoint or something?
I flop back down on my big panda butt, and I go back to work on my like
Zippy.
Whatever tech. I assume like at this point I only have a phone. Like I assume that's my mobile computer hacker thing.
You can roll me a criminal with advantage because you're trying to hack into something.
Okay. Yes, a 2.
All right. It kind of takes you a bit of time because you don't have the main control to this drone itself, but you start going into the delivery service and trying to get through everything, doing all this stuff, and with your amazing hacking skills, which are second to none, you do manage to grab control of the drone.
Okay, I got it. What are we doing?
Whatever you want, honey. It might be a really nice shield, maybe.
Yeah. So I
think
think, like I said, I'm just gonna try and use it to like act as like a shield. Like the goal being that either the fans push the bees away, or if they get too close to it, they would get hurt. So I'm trying to use it to defend us. Drone.
So you position it to act as a shield for you, and as you do, a couple bees come flying towards it, and the propellers don't push them away, but as soon as they get close enough, they just kind of hit the propellers and just
Whoops. Sorry.
Who just thought she drew first blood?
Well, no, I think Josie drew first blood.
Very
Josie
good
fried
point.
to a crisp.
Josie drew first. Ash, maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, deep fried bee might be something we could try out. Ooh, maybe fried with honey.
Oh, hey, they might be crunchy. That might be good.
Oh, we could make candied bees.
Just take the stingers off.
I wonder if they're as sweet as the honey they make.
That's a good question. I'm like snuffling. I come back up and there's like dirt all over her nose and stuff. So it's like, that's a good question. It sounds good.
Sounds like we have food truck idea.
As you
I
guys
have
are
to talk to
here,
Nick.
the bees are not going away. Like you've taken out a good portion of them, but they're still just circling and trying to get closer to you and trying to attack at you.
She picks up. Well, I told you I had 3 more here, Josie. How about one? Hey, Misha, I think you need this one.
Oh God. Honey badgers for flamethrowers. All right.
I love this so much right now.
Roll me some criminals and
she
get advantage.
bites the lighter and just pushes them in opposite directions and sits back.
I'm in the hole.
Got a 3.
Oh no, I got a 5 and a 6.
Oh no. So
It's out.
Josie, you just can't. The lighter's just not working for you for some reason. But Misha, you just with like stone cold precision just spray, and the fire starts coming out.
You see Josie.
Josie accidentally got like the breath freshener.
Oh no, is it like the spicy one?
Yes.
No.
You like slightly mace yourself a little bit with it.
Oh.
Poor Josie. Back in the hole.
But Misha, you got your flamethrower.
Misha looks for the biggest group of bees and just like
There is a bit of a cluster of them off to one side.
Can I reach them at my current height?
You may have to jump a little bit, but you could probably get there.
Why
I
don't you
look up.
climb on Boo Boo. I think you can stand on him, and you might be tall enough.
All right, so yeah, I climb up on Boo Boo and then just like use his stomach as a trampoline to like.
Oh my God.
Somebody draw this.
Boo boo belly trampoline.
Boing,
With
boing,
a honey badger and a
boing. Just
like
start going
going
to
at
town.
it.
And you also managed to knock out a sizable portion of them. So there's about half as many bees left as there were before at this point. But they're all
And
still
once it's-
there, and they're all still swarming.
Once it's out, I like jump back down and like 3-point land next to Boo Boo.
Do the superhero landing.
Yeah.
Boo Boo just kind of rolls over. Still sleeping, unaware of everything that's going on.
Thank you, friend.
Well, I got one more, and then we can go into more fun things. I've got so many things in this bag. You would not believe how many things I got in this bag. But, Your Majesty, you want to have a conversation? Or?
Is she even here? Do we see the queen bee? How do you know the queen? It's too many bees. And
Too many bees.
Too many bees.
Would the queen be like further up in the tree? Like, do we have to like climb up there? Are they like stopping us from going to see her?
Pretty much.
tree.
She's not-
You see Josie come out of the hole and like lunge and start climbing the tree.
Okay, we'll distract the bees and you go try and find the queen. Drone on drone violence! Ah! The bees.
So are you now using the drone to fight, or is it still healed?
Do it.
please.
I'm just like, if they're not backing off, I'm sending it towards them. I'm like sending the
They are
propeller.
not backing off.
I'm sending it at them. I'm like, back off, bees.
Just roll me a criminal. You'll get advantage since you're still hacking this drone.
I'm imagining this drone just like shunting forward occasionally, like the little front end, like, what? Back up. Yeah. The drone's like,
I got it too.
Okay. So you push the drone forward. As this kind of swarm of bees start to come towards it, they collide. And at first you're not sure what's going to happen.
Oh,
And then you just hear as all the bees just start getting sliced up.
oh
this
no.
is what it's like when drones collide.
I didn't realize we were coming to the forest for a mass case of pesticide, but there it is.
Well,
And at this
sometimes
point, the other bees have realized the drone's probably the bigger threat right now. So
Oh,
all
shit.
the bees just start swarming towards it. And they just keep getting caught in the propellers and
That's right, Elsa, get him. I'm getting up now and I'm like patting her on the back, like, yeah.
you
Misha
just
is-
kind of the drone starts to get a little harder to control because the propellers are starting to get damaged as they just keep massacring these bees.
She's like getting into it like it's a video game or something.
It pretty much is a video game at this point. You're trying to just like hunt down all the bees as they come. And
Oh my god.
after about a minute of doing this, the swarm is pretty much nothing. And the last couple bees just kind of fly off quickly because they don't want to get sliced up in the drone. And the drone's in pretty bad shape right now.
That's right. You should have just let us speak with the queen. Run away.
Did you get delivery insurance on the drone?
I mean, is not. I don't know. I guess we could try and claim that it got damaged on the way. Like, wasn't us? Hey, we didn't do this. Sorry, little drone.
They should
And
always
at-
be. I mean, they
this
should always be
point-
aware of the bears, shouldn't they?
At this point, Ursa has the highest body count of the group.
Oh no!
Yes.
Innocent
She's a
Ursa has
vegetarian.
killed
She
the
doesn't want to
most.
do murders.
You know, these bees were very terrifying, but I feel a little bad that so many died.
We just wanted to talk to the queen. Why couldn't they just let us talk to the queen?
That is right. That is right. Had they let
But
us
you-
talk to the queen, they would have not died.
I feel
mean-
so guilty.
The casualties.
And
of-
And Robin walks up and puts a hand on Ursa's shoulder. Now, honey, don't feel guilty. It was entirely self-defense, and we gave them multiple opportunities to surrender. Also, where are the snacks, honey?
You hear from up in the tree a quiet, "We are the champions."
Give me that lighter. I need to yeah.
Oh, no, not this one, not this one. You can have this one. And she hands you like a pick. Not my good one.
Josie, are you still trying to climb higher the tree?
Yep.
Roll me a bear.
All right.
See how well you can climb this tree.
I rolled a 6.
So you hear Josie singing, "We are the champions." All of a sudden you hear as she hits the ground.
No.
It is a good thing you are so strong and tough. That looked like it hurt.
It was fine.
Ursa reaches into the snacks and gives, "Here, Josie, you can have the first one." I'm sorry you fell down.
Thanks. Good.
Misha just kind of like toddles over there and just like pats Josie on the back.
I'm good. Good.
Not quite certain how to comfort in this situation.
Yeah, Josie, you feel like a little bruised, a little stiff from the fall. Nothing too major, just kind of got the wind knocked out of you.
It's okay. I meant to do that.
Okay, so maybe we could take a quick snack break and then we can like continue to try and find the queen.
I mean, I definitely think so. Where are the chocolate covered ones? We ordered the chocolate covered ones, right?
Yeah, I think so. And then like Ursa like basically like dives into the package and starts like tossing stuff out like whoop.
Yeah, there's just snacks flying in the air.
Is anyone feeling like maybe that little red panda, maybe they were setting us up?
Oh, Clarice?
Yeah.
Probably. She is
I
lying.
just drive.
But I thought the queen was a real like all y'all people in the criminal barely know about the queen.
No, she exists. We know of her. I've never actually met her. I mean, Boo Boo claims to have done a job for her, but hey, Boo Boo. Apparently he's gonna be
kind
out.
of like rolls over, almost kind of like rolls over onto you, but you kind of jump back.
It is like he is in hibernation mode. How
Well,
does he do that?
I don't know. It must be a skill he's learned over the years. I'm quite sure it's one that he's perfected. I mean, I watched him fall asleep on a train once.
I'm jealous. It looks very restful.
Well, I mean, like he jumped up on top of the train and was supposed to be running across the top of the train, and then he just fell asleep. I still don't know why.
That is unusual.
I mean, when you're tired, you're tired.
I mean,
But,
1 in
you
6
know-
bears are affected by narcolepsy. It's a real cause.
It explains much.
All right, so you guys are kind of chowing down on the snacks, and as you do, there's nothing else really happens at this time. But just as you're kind of all resting, trying to figure something out, you do hear a slight rustling in the bushes nearby. And after a couple seconds, a little chipmunk comes kind of walking over slowly to you, just kind of gets back on its back legs and just looks at you guys.
I guard my snacks. Back off.
No. I'm quite sure this is a conversation we're supposed to be having, aren't you, honey?
Chipmunk kind of looks at you and goes, "Give me the snacks. Then we
Told
talk."
you.
Misha just like slowly walks over and like bends over to where he's like just lording over him and goes, "Are you sure you want us to give you snacks?"
You don't scare me.
Would there be a way to like roll bear intimidation?
Yeah, you could roll a bear, see if you can intimidate the chipmunk.
That you would eat.
Knuckle cracks.
Apparently, I'm really bad at intimidating. That's a 5.
So you try to intimidate it. The chipmunk is just maintaining hard eye contact with you, like not even blinking, just like not at all intimidated by this.
You should be scared. Misha's very scary.
Doesn't look so scary.
Wait. I go over and I stand. I'm like, Misha.
I stand on top of Josie's shoulders and now
You should show him your can. Show him your can. Here's the other lighter.
we just like grab a lighter and just.
As you do that, you hold the can. There's a moment where the chipmunk's just staring at you and then just darts right underneath Josie's legs and walks over to the rest of the group.
Ursa squeals and throws her snacks at the.
Like she goes to do it, and Robin snags the arm. Is like, don't give that thing no. We don't share with that. It has to ask politely.
You just peg him in the face, just.
The chipmunk instantly dies and Ursa has more blood on her hands.
No!
That's my snack.
Oh,
So the
Listen, you are so powerful.
Robin stops Ursa from throwing the snacks, and the chipmunk just looks, goes, "Give me the snacks. I just want to eat."
well, I can give you something if you really are that hungry. Are you sure you're that hungry?
Are
And
you
look
that
what I
hungry?
have. Look what I
Sure,
have. This will make you happy. I reach down in my little bag and I toss out a handful of the peanuts from the Cracker Barrel. Don't come out. You can have those. Leave my bamboo alone.
You, as you toss the peanuts at the chipmunk, it kind of dodges out of the way and goes, "I'm allergic to peanuts."
What the hell kind of chipmunk eats?
Well, I think we might need to share a snack with you. I can share a snack with you. And she reaches back into her bag and pulls out the remains of her McGrizzly salad and just kind of leaves that.
Kind of looks over at the salad and just smacks away. What, I look like a rabbit?
You look like a
You look-
picky beggar.
You look like dinner, honey.
Well, then I guess eat me.
A little scrawny. You might get stuck in my teeth.
Come on, eat me.
I do
Make
not
sure you
know
look up.
how.
It's like, perhaps we can come to civil exchange. You give us information for snack.
Devil, you're the one who tried to intimidate me.
Perhaps if somebody else talks with Chipmunk.
I mean, sometimes you're the good cop, sometimes you're the bad cop, okay?
Yeah, and I'm the bad cop.
Josie goes over and picks up some of the crispy bees and busts off the stingers and walks over with the crispy bees and holds out her hand. It's a new delicacy.
Did
Oh,
you
you
kill
forgot-
the bees?
You forgot the honey coating. And I
Oh,
pulled out one of the little
I
jars to
dunk a
dip it
bee
in.
in honey and I hold out the honeybee.
See, honeybee.
Bees already dying in mass swarms and you kill more of them?
They tried to eat us.
They did this themselves. They just dropped dead from like internal combustion.
It's true, guys. We did such a bad thing. We should.
Ursa, Game face, game face.
These were not your normal bees. They were variant bees, criminal bees. They were not doing like normal bees. Abnormal bees. That's it. They had to be exterminated for the good of the bees.
No, they burned up on their own. We did nothing.
That's what
Are
I'm
we
saying.
sure
It
that?
was,
Are we sure they're actually bees? I mean, that one looks like a wasp.
what was it? Beanetics were bad. Their beanetics were bad, and they just said poof.
Yeah, I know they're bad. That's why we sent them.
So it's
Well,
okay that they died. They're bad.
What? No. You weren't supposed to kill them.
We
They
didn't
tried to
kill
eat us.
them.
Robin reaches over and like literally with a claw just picks up the chipmunk.
Hey, put me down.
We're here for a conversation, Cher.
Then stop talking.
I haven't seen someone I actually want to talk to.
Well, tough crap, because I'm the only one you're getting.
So you're
Hey,
the
Misha,
queen
you
bee?
hungry?
Wait, is he the queen bee? Are
No,
you
he's
the
not.
queen bee?
What? No.
That would be a great disguise. That's why nobody sees him, because it's not a bee at all. It's a chipmunk.
Who said it's a bee? The queen's not a bee.
Hey, see? It's him.
He's just kind of just
No.
hanging there, like, I think I'm gonna throw up.
She turns it away from her.
They just hear a little. Bleh.
You don't need snacks. You shouldn't eat snacks on an upset tummy anyway.
It wasn't upset until somebody started to toss me around. Bleh.
Good
Guess you,
job, Robin.
guess you should have had the salad. Then you wouldn't be tossed too.
Good.
He's just kind of like limply hanging there now. Oh God! Can you put me down?
Are you gonna be polite?
I have been.
I don't really think you have. You come in demanding our food and being snarky and
This
saying
is
that you-
polite for me.
So,
well, it's very obviously not polite by the standards of society in which we live. Protocols are important. Manners for a reason.
And you said combustible bees.
are also
It's not combustible.
They combusted.
oh yeah.
Well, somebody combusted them.
Mm.
Prove it.
They're charred.
Oh, we see that, child. That's what we told you. They just said poof.
What? Chipmunk kind of looks around. What'd you do to those ones? And you look, you see like little body parts of bees scattered about.
Josie steps in front of Ursa, like.
That was when they said boom. Those were the ones that the boom just blew apart.
They took the shrapnel.
Yeah,
don't go
yeah,
boom.
yeah.
Bees don't.
Those bees went boom.
I
Those are
mean,
real
Actually,
bees.
they went. They were very bright.
I mean, the robot bees go boom, but those were real bees.
Robot bees.
Yeah,
You have robot bees.
yeah,
Oh,
they're awesome.
maybe.
Robot bees need the clickety clackety stuff, don't they? You're muted. You're whispering too quietly.
Oh, I'm sorry. If we can find the robot bees, we can try and see what we could do.
So, honey, what
What?
is your name? I'm sorry, polite introductions. We should be more polite.
What's your name?
Snare. And yours?
Mimsy.
Snare, snare the chipmunk.
Well, hello, Mimsy. It's so nice to
Hi.
meet you.
I wish I
With
could
my
say the same.
friends. With my friends. Wave at Misha. Now, we're trying to have a conversation with the queen. And, well, a queen other than the ones that we have right here. So, would you like to provide the introduction, or are you just going to stand here?
That's what I was coming to do, and then I asked for a snack, and you do this.
No, you demanded snacks. You were not polite.
Well, I gotta get a little something, something.
You do not get to demand anything from me. You have to be polite.
Fine.
Right, Misha?
And then he's gonna turn and look over at Ursa. Give me your snacks.
She just literally shakes him up and down.
Is it that you've not eaten, or are you just so rude? I mean, is it that you're really that hungry?
I kind of emptied my stomach, so I'm a little hungry.
You just seem very focused on taking snacks from us.
Well, because I'm hungry. I want the snacks.
Okay. If I give you some of my snacks, will you take us to the queen?
Yes.
Okay.
Not the chocolate
See?
ones. Not the chocolate ones.
Can't give you the chocolate ones apparently. But here's some other tasty honey snacks. The honey crunch bites.
Boo Boo tucked in his sleep. He said gives nothing. How does he do that?
I mean, he's so true. I really don't think we should be giving him anything. I think he's being demanding.
Well, I feel bad. I did a lot of murder today, and I just feel like maybe we should give them some snacks, and maybe we could go see the queen, and then I don't have to do any more murders.
I'm scared it's like the mushroom circle, and if you take the food or give the food, then you're screwed. So
Wait, you're the one who murdered the bees?
Oh no, she didn't do nothing.
So what's your blood snacks?
Robin turns the chipmunk to face her and goes, "Now, of the two of us, honey, which do you think is more dangerous? Me or Ursa?"
Cracks his little knuckles. We'll find out.
Oh, he's back to that.
You need a breath mint.
I have those. Here. Would that work for the snack?
She puts the cigarette light out, puts it in her hat. Are you sure you want to talk about breath mints? I can just have myself a snack.
And then you'll never see the queen, so do it. Do it.
It's true.
He does not.
I know.
Legs.
He doesn't, actually. But that would just be crunchy. I'm not in the mood for crunchy right now. Hey, Ursa, darling, I think I got some ribbons in my purse.
Hey.
Don't you think you'd look pretty with some pink ribbons on?
Oh, yeah. That's a great idea. You'll be so pretty. Okay, hang on. Like, excitedly goes into the bag. It's like, oh, I got some ideas. I saw some ideas on the Baritonet. Well, let's just like see if we can. Oh, you're doing it long enough to braid. We can braid the ribbons in there. Oh, you'll look so good.
Oh, the fur down the side, you could do the little roll braid down and have it like it's a little tracking mark. Yeah.
I like that. I like that idea. Oh, did you see the one on the Beatrice with the interwoven and the top and down and the basket looking one?
That seems so complicated though. I don't know if he has enough fur for that.
No, I got the video. I got the video right here. And she pulls out her phone and goes, yeah, no, this one.
You hear crunching behind, and you see Josie like break off a stinger, dip a crunchy bee in honey, and
how's it taste?
Pretty good.
You're eating the bees?
They're combusted. They're fine. They're delicacy. I told you.
Why let the food go to waste? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
See, we're very eco-friendly. We try to be responsible in our environment.
Bees. How are you eco-friendly?
We did not kill the bees. They combusted, so we're putting them to good use and making delicacy honey the bees. Here, try one. And our paw grabbed and
do you like
handful of bees with honey
mouth?
dripping. It's like, try it. And it's like
no.
Chew. I take his little chipmunk mouth, you know what? Hold your nose. Hold your nose. And
you're like a dog. You hold the nose and rub the
now swallow. Swallow. You were no breathe until you swallow, and now there's like a little hand over it. Swallow it. This is what my grandma did when you didn't want to take the medicine. Just swallow.
You just see him go.
That's a good chipmunk. See, it's not so bad. Now go sit back down.
And then as soon as you pull your hair, he goes and spits it out.
Oh, you're a bad boy. You're a very bad boy. Robin, he's a bad boy. I think he needs to be shook some more. We're gonna have shaken chipmunk syndrome.
Okay, so hang on. We're trying here, and like she's talking, Ursa's talking as she's trying to do braids into this like little chickmonk's hair with like ribbon. Okay, so
And the chipmunk doesn't
just
have much
between us.
fur. Like they're just like you
But-
see chipmunks, they don't have much fur. So
But I feel like Ursa has gotten used to like typing on very like she's become more dexterous to like a fine detail as a hacker. So I feel like she's like trying to very like
she's
gently-
hacking the fur.
Yeah, and she's like
Like
thinks
the
they're
magical
having a nice
person
little-
Go ahead.
I was gonna say I think she thinks they're having a nice little moment, and she's just like, so just between us, just between us pals, you know, I'd be happy to share my snacks with you. It's just, we do have to go see the queen, and we didn't want to, I don't know. This whole thing is kind of difficult. So, if you could just go tell us, it would be real nice. And, oh, look how pretty you look. The purple, the pink of the ribbon looks real nice with your brown fur. Oh, look, Robin will snap your photo for Instabear.
He just starts like clawing at it.
Oh, look, she'll put a good filter on it and everything. Get your best sides. Oh, you look so good.
What about that one?
Oh boy,
I
I
like
like
that one.
this one you did. I like this one you did from the side with the
Oh
angle.
yeah, that looks nice. Oh, and we'll put a little heart around it. There we go.
There
Just
you go.
kill me.
Ursa, you did so good. You got even the little small hairs into the braid.
Oh,
That is so good.
Josie leans in, chewing on one of the bees, and says to him, if you just tell us where we gotta go to talk to this queen, they'd probably knock it off, but otherwise, this is the most entertaining thing that's happened all day.
The queen sent me to take you to her.
Well, then you should really get to that.
Well, you should give me some snacks.
She
Yeah,
tried to
that's
give
a
you
very
some
good
snacks. She didn't want her snacks.
They're dead bees.
No, that was me. I had to give you the dead bees.
I do have a question though. I need to know, what's your handle so we can tag you in these pictures?
He just glares at you. No.
Hey,
No.
Ursa, can't you,
Number one god of the queen? I like
No,
that one.
Ursa, can you do that reverse picture? Look up and find this picture somewhere else with this handle.
Oh, we could
can
try to do
always
that.
just make one for him.
A handle?
Chip T Monk.
I feel like this chipmunk has a hashtag chip on the shoulder.
Hey.
I think I don't know. I feel like we're really trying. I offered you some of my snacks, just not the chocolate ones, but there's other
Yeah,
good
then that one. He points back at Robin. Knock them away.
Okay, but
No. I did not throw anything away. You turned her down when you said no when she offered you the honey snacks.
Well,
Yeah,
because
the
they're blood snacks. She killed the bees.
Well, then you
oh,
She did
Now
not kill
you-
the bees.
now-
They combusted.
Now you made her cry. Now you made her cry.
Does she look like someone that could kill a bee?
You are a very mean chipmunk. The queen should have better, nicer people that work for her.
No, she shouldn't.
You should feel bad. You made Ursa cry after she did your fur and everything.
You made me throw up twice.
No,
That was
Robin
not
made you
Ursa.
throw up, not Ursa. Ursa's been nothing but sweet to you. You're a very mean chipmunk.
She wasn't sweet to the bees. And he points at all the carcasses.
The bees tried to eat her.
You know-
What? Bees don't eat bears.
We did not know this. They were very aggressive.
And they were very
More
violent.
dumber than your average bear.
I'm a driver. This is what I do.
You are not very polite. My friend Boo Boo is lying over there and he's waking up, and I can just give you to him.
I ain't scared of him.
Hey, Boo Boo.
He's asleep.
Not for long. I know his habits.
Just kind of looks like at a fake watch.
And she turns him. And she turns him and points him. I'd give it like another 2, maybe 3 minutes, and then he's awake. And I mean, I'm the nice one. Aren't I the nice one, guys?
You're very nice to me.
You're not very nice to me.
Well, you weren't very nice to us.
She's a sweetheart.
She is. Even to Boo Boo.
See, Boo Boo? This is our new friend.
He's coming out of hibernation.
I ain't scared of him.
I mean, I'm the nice one, Boo Boo. Aren't I the nice one?
Yes, Robin, you're the nice one.
Not had his morning honey yet. Let him wake up.
Yeah. I mean, we offered you snacks. We tried to ask real nice. All you had to do was show us the way. Just take us to the queen. You even said that the queen asked you to take us to the queen. I don't understand what the trouble is.
We're going to tell her that you did not follow direction very well. Instead, you tried to extort snacks from us. You did not do the mission she said, which was to take us to her.
Knowing the queen, she'll try to give him a promotion.
How are you gonna talk to the queen if you kill me?
Well,
I mean,
now
isn't it-
Boo Boo's woken up.
And
What happened? Why are there so many dead bees?
They come
I-
back.
that one.
It was amazing.
You see
That
Josie putting one of the empty cans back in Robin's bag, like,
Contingencies, Boo Boo. Always be prepared for everything, right?
I don't believe her, so it could hurt his soul.
I didn't
And you,
mean to
little
do
chipmunk.
anything. It's an accident. I didn't mean to do pesticide.
He starts petting Ursa. It's all right. Calm down.
Misha
And
goes
then
up
at
to
this
Ursa and
point,
is like,
the chipmunk kind of looks over. The drone is still kind of hovering over there. What about that?
It got in the
That's-
way of snacks.
That's what brings us snacks.
Isn't that one of those things that bring the snacks?
Yes,
Why does it look all damaged?
because it had to fly through a lot of bees to bring the snacks to us.
So it did kill the bees.
But that was it, not us. We don't control that. That just flies in and brings us the snack. We just tell it the destination of where we are. It flies in and it does it. We've tried to tell you we did not do this. You're putting things to us. That was not us. Just take us to the queen and you'll get
Then why is
on.
she crying?
Because it
Why
was very
because-
traumatic for her to see all that death. She's usually isolated and doing the clickety clacks, not out in the big world.
Look, watch this. Bee murderer. Look, she's gonna cry again.
Oh, you're so bad.
Boo Boo takes him and flicks him on the nose. Stop it.
He keeps
Feel
doing
better?
that.
Feel better?
Oh, is this doing that thing where you're like trying not to sob, and so every other breath it's like almost like a hiccup? Her just like, okay.
look what you did.
Misha just goes over there and like tries to hug. Just-
Ursa
Like,
and
wraps a
goes
little bit around the
giant,
leg.
like just like picks up Misha and is just like she lifts him up to her face and she's just like, like using
Now
him,
you
like,
made her
as a
cry.
tissue.
Now you made her cry. So you're gonna tell us where we're going?
Are you gonna give me something to eat?
No.
Then
We
no.
Well, fine. You know what? I'm gonna give you something to eat. I'm gonna give you something.
Well, you're already covered in
Eat.
honey.
And she shoves the bamboo cigarette in his mouth.
And there's a second you just see the ashes go, and then he just blows out of the smoke.
Well, he has something to eat now. She goes into her pocket and pulls out another one.
Is that one for me too?
No, this one's mine.
Bah.
I'm pretty sure the last one was yours too.
It's
What
not-
happened?
Didn't eat
Yeah,
anything.
Tell me later what happened.
No, just give me something to eat. Oh my god.
Josie will kind of come forward, and she takes one of the bamboo sticks and dips it in honey and says, all right. Look, we got off on the wrong foot. We're reasonable people, right, guys? Here's a bamboo stick with some honey. Can we start over and be friends?
Reaches out, snatches the bamboo from you, and just like
I still think you should try the crispy bees and honey. It's very good.
I raised those bees myself. You murdered.
No, they combusted. It's all good.
Thank
All
you
right,
for the
Mimsy, where are we
pamper.
going?
You're welcome.
Wait, your
You kind of
name's
got to put
Mimsy?
me down.
No, you can give us directions this way.
You just point and we go.
That.
Exactly.
He just points. That way.
All right.
You start following the way he's pointing and just kind of start walking it through the woods. And after a couple minutes of walking that direction, he goes, that way, points in a different way. It starts kind of pointing you guys where you need to go. And after you walk around for about 15, 20 minutes, you walk through this part of the tree line and you're right back where you started at the big tree. He just kind of starts laughing at you guys.
What's
Maybe it
this
is.
all about?
Miss Snare, hold on. Takes the chipmunk. Where is the queen?
God, I thought she needed a breath mint. Holy crap.
Want me to roll the intimidation?
You could try, yeah.
That is such a great
It's since
visual.
I am terrifying. I rolled
Yeah.
a 2 and a 4, so.
Yeah. You do this and kind of just like what is it with bears and bad breath? Gosh,
Have you smelled your own breath lately?
it smells delicious.
It smells like you've been eating poop.
Look, I said I'll take you where you need to go. Just put me down.
No.
Then you're not going to get anywhere.
He is a very unruly little chipmunk. I do not like him very much. Not
Hey,
at all.
take these ribbons out of his hair and tie it to his tail.
Well, what if I offer to let you ride on my back? And then you can tell us where to go.
Or you can just put me down and I can walk. Come on, give me a little bit of dignity.
I feel
I was
if he-
willing to let you ride on my back.
I feel if he walks, he will run away, and then we won't have him, and
That's
so
the
we'll be
reason
out
why
of
I'm gonna-
snacks. and-
That's the reason why I want to tie like something to his tail and use it as a
I
leash.
can hear you. I can
We
hear
don't
you.
care. You're very mean.
I mean, I think I might have something in here. Hold on a moment. And she starts digging through the purse and going, no, not that, not that. And, perfect. And she comes up with a little cat bell.
What? Oh, come on.
Oh.
Give me a little bit of dignity.
Honey,
We
asked
already
you-
took that with the ribbons.
and we asked you for directions and we trusted you and we're polite, but now we're not going to be. Yeah, Ursa, do you want to put the little bell on his around his added to his ribbons? Don't you think that'll look cute?
Okay. And at this point, Ursa's still holding Misha. Like she had been cuddling him this whole time to like
Probably like a teddy bear, just kind of like holding him.
using him as like
Misha's
a
hanging there like the little cat that doesn't want to be squeezed by the little kid. Like, oh god.
Misha has accepted his fate. It's just-
Oh, okay. Oh, thanks, Misha. She gives him a last squeeze and she puts him down. And then she like excitedly goes over to put the bell on the chipmunk. Okay.
And Mimsy is just glaring at you when you come near him.
Hi. Okay, so here it's gonna look real nice. I'll loosen up some of those other ribbons for you, but this one I'm gonna like and like it's pretty tightly on there and like quadruple knots it so it can't come off. There, it's so good.
Where do you have it tied? Is it like to his fur or is it around him?
I think I would have done it around his waist because I don't want to choke his tiny little neck. So it's around his
Okay.
like his tummy.
His little chipmunk tum?
Yeah, it's around his little chipmunk tongue, and it's like it's not just one wrap. It's got like a few, and in fact, it's almost like maybe it goes like over. It's done a nice little thing where it goes like over his shoulders and then down and then like up, kind of like with those animal harnesses, those small puppy harnesses.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's got a nice bow, and then the bell is there, and then she like flicks it and ding 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 ding. Ah, okay,
It is excellent craftsmanship.
yay. Okay, there you go.
You are very talented, Ursa. Who'd have known all the clickety clacks would develop your skills like that to do the pretty things?
Well, yeah, just like I can move my fingers real quick.
I see.
On my claws. Even my Duclaws.
I think we need new pictures. Here, that's a good one, and there we go. And
Hey, you-
what do you think
Get
of
a
this
close
one?
up. Get a close up on the ribbon. Yeah.
There.
There you go.
I
No.
wish you would have killed me.
But we don't kill things, at least not on purpose. So which way do we go?
You killed the bees on purpose.
No, that wasn't on purpose. We told them to stay back, and they went poof on their own. So which way do we go?
Are you gonna put me down now?
Are you?
I don't
going to
know.
Put him down.
He has bell on, which will be easy to find if you decide to run.
I wish I had a pair of scissors. I'd cut all the fur off your tail.
We need scissors. I might have something for that. Hold on.
You're gonna no.
Yes.
I got
No.
nail clippers.
Like I said, how dare you call Ursa a murderer of any kind?
She murdered the bees.
No, she
Did
didn't.
you see this happen?
I mean, bee body parts are everywhere. Someone
But
killed
you-
them.
You know what
Someone did,
happens
but
when you-
not-
And every time I say bee murderer, she cries.
She's
Because you're
sensitive.
She really likes bees. Come on, they make honey. She loves honey on her bamboo trees.
And she's not used to the violent life. She's usually isolated and doing the clickety clack. She's not out here usually.
And you put me down. For the love of everything holy, put me down.
That's Boo Boo's decision, honey. He's a mite cranky. You woke him up.
You woke him up. You went
No,
up
I
and said,
didn't-
hey, Boo Boo,
No.
wake up.
No, I heard annoying chipmunk sounds, and look, I'll give you a bit of advice. Never travel. I've been in some places where, when I'm not hibernating, then I want to go to hibernation because it's cold and it throws off my internal things. But
Ow. You could have put me down a little gentler.
I really think he was really polite when he did. He didn't crush you or eat you.
Just be
I
glad
wish
you
you
got
would've-
put down.
And then he just kind of starts slowly stomping off into the woods.
jingling along
hear-
the way.
You hear jingling, and you hear him like muttering under his breath, like "Stupid bears! I don't know why I got road. Dingle, 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 dingle."
Jingle monk, jingling to the woods. Doo, 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 doo.
And he just keeps slowly march, not even seeing if you guys are following him, just marching where he needs to go.
Mhm,
We follow.
mhm. We're good. We're following him. It's fine. It's fine.
All right, so you guys start following him, and
Oh,
he doesn't.
here. Boo Boo, have some of these. I made sure that he didn't get any of the chocolate ones.
I can't do chocolate. It wreaks havoc on my stomach.
Oh, well. I also got the, well, here, have some of the plain ones.
And as he's
Pulls off his hat, pulls out a jar of honey he didn't know he had.
as Minzy's
Oh, wait.
pushing you guys through the woods, you realize he's not trying to run. Like, he was going to lead you where you needed to go the entire time. Just didn't trust him.
This is
He
a
was
very
rude.
confusing chipmunk.
He was also very rude.
You guys were rude to him.
Not at the start.
Demanded
We said hello.
He jumped out the bushes demanding food and things and terrifying. Yeah, I was wondering remember is Boo Boo's hat actually on his head? Remember Misha went and took his hat and was getting stuff. Does he actually have his hat or does Misha still have his hat?
No, I put his hat back down whenever I didn't find anything.
Oh, okay. I missed that. Because I was thinking that would be hilarious if Boo Boo's like, where's my hat? Yeah,
It turns out to see Misha holding the hat.
right?
Technically, it's not even his hat.
Technically.
All right, and Mimsy starts leading you deeper into the woods, and you're walking for a while. Like, it's kind of been marching along for almost an hour at this point. You see the scenery kind of change. The trees are different. You see some hillsides coming up. You hear a bubbling creek nearby. So he kind of leads you further and further in. And then after this amount of time has passed, you see kind of what looks like a slow almost like a mountain appear, like you just see the slope of it. And he's walking and gets right to the base and just keeps leading you up higher and higher onto this little, it's not like a full-size mountain, obviously, but it's kind of a raised part. And again, it takes you a bit longer. It's a little more of a struggle this time as you guys are kind of having to climb at an angle. And you've been walking a while, and it's kind of late at night at this point. And eventually you get to the top and you just see this large, flat rock sitting there. And Mimsy kind of walks to the center of it, turns around and goes, "All right, you have to wait here."
This is why I drive. There is a long walk. We're gonna have to order more snacks.
Don't order
Ursa.
snacks.
Hey, Ursa, did you see? And she shows, it's already got 1,300 likes.
Did you put his name with it, Mimsy?
Yeah, I tagged him with that. He didn't give me a handle. I had to use a name.
You're gonna be famous on Bearstagram.
Oh boy.
Oh, God.
I feel you on that one, buddy.
Mimsy is a monk. People will love him.
Okay.
Here, Bernadette, why don't you have some of this? And she hands you over like a little jar of honey and snacks.
Okay. Can you take this ribbon off me now?
Well, how do you want me to do it? Do you want Ursa to do it, or I have a couple of clippers right here?
I don't trust you.
I don't know why. I thought I'm rather polite. Misha, aren't I polite? I thought it was very nice to him.
You made me throw up. Twice.
Technically, your body made you throw up.
I don't want to hear it out of you.
I mean, he's right. You did do that.
And, technically, he has led us to where we need to be, so we don't need him anymore.
Oh, and he just, at this point, he just reaches through the ribbon, just starts gnawing on it, like. Arr, arr, arr.
Josie will take a claw and like go behind and like stick it under the ribbon and just kind of cut it off slowly.
Watch it. Watch it. You almost got me there.
You're fine. You're fine. I've done this before. Scratch, scratch, scratch.
And rip a little bit off. He's like, "Oh, thank God. Thank you. I hated that." Okay.
I think you look better with it on.
I don't care what you think.
Yo, this helps. And I reach over and I take my paw and I'm like, you know, like when you've had that super tight ponytail for so long and the scalp's there and it's been pulled. So I'm like, here, stimulate the fur and it makes it feel all better. Just and ruffling through.
Your paw kind of covers his entire body because he's a little chipmunk. This is like,
and her paw is still covered in honey from the snacks. So now it's like the sticky is like, oh.
He's just stuck to your paw.
I mean,
he just hears this little like as he hits the ground.
The honey's good for the fur.
Why don't you take this one? And she's just sending you photos all the time.
He stands up and kind of uses the honey almost like a gel and just kind of fixes his fur.
I do that, and now he's got a little spike on his head. He's like a little mohawk.
I hate all of you.
Show him the picture.
Your new haircut makes you look very tough. Very tough.
What's happened? What? You see Josie just... Oh, okay.
I like that one. All right. Now, you'll have to wait here while I go get the queen. Okay?
Okay.
More than likely, you're going to go tell someone that we're here. They're going to go get the queen, and yeah.
Hey, the queen trusts me.
No, she doesn't.
She sent me here herself.
That doesn't show trust.
Because you're expendable.
I am not expendable.
Think
if I were
about
expendable, how would I know where the queen was?
Plenty of people do. That just means that they're even more. It doesn't matter. people who
Yeah,
know where she is are infinitely expendable.
Whatever, I'm done. And he just walks off. Like, indignantly, just
I like
puts
him.
the spike down. Just
He has spunk.
Yeah, I like him a lot. He's a pretty good guy.
I mean, he has given me a whole bunch of. Ooh, that's a nice one. We should send that one, and I might share that one. And ooh,
I'm glad
also,
at least we made a new friend while we were here.
yeah.
Just gotta get through that messy exterior of him seeming like he's not nice.
So, why were there a bunch of dead bees?
Well,
I mean, they were rather rude, and we tried to be polite. I did offer food. Remember, I offered snacks, and
the
then
bees circled us very menacingly.
and they attacked Misha and Bernadette, and I felt that was rather rude. And
I may have panicked a little bit.
there was some minor panicking, and I was trying to be polite and continue a conversation. Boo boo, you know me, I don't like violence. But I may have had like 3 or 4 cans of hairspray in my pocket and book, and I had a couple ladders. And I let Misha and Josie have some fun.
It was very bright.
And then the drone that delivered the snacks had an unfortunate altercation with some of the bees that got in its way.
The drone went crazy all by itself.
Ursa had nothing to do with it at all. I don't know what that chipmunk was talking about.
The chipmunk wasn't there in first place. So how would chipmunk know?
Absolutely nothing.
He was just spreading rumors. They do that.
And Boo Boo, and she just kind of walks over and just kind of brushes off your front fur and go, you had some unfortunate footprints on your stomach. We fixed it. It's fine.
So there, now you're caught up to speed.
1 second. He goes over to Ursula and gives her a big old hug.
Oh, thank you. It's just that the drone came, and then I tried to put it to just protect us and shield, but then all the bees went in, and then it whips.
It's going to be all right.
Everyone's mad at me.
No one is mad at you.
Absolutely not.
That chipmunk is just, what's the words I'm looking for?
I think
He's a big meanie, and I'm not mad. You are my hero. They were coming for me, and you saved me with the drone. It saved me. I was trying to get in my little dirt hole, and I only had my nose in, and you saved me.
Yeah,
You're a hero.
and now we have snacks, so that's good. But I just feel bad because the chipmunk pointed out that there's a lot of there's not enough bees in the world anymore, and now there's even less.
But
They're on a comeback.
Okay. Well, and actually, the chipmunk mentioned possible robot bees.
yeah.
Think about
There's robot bees, robot bears.
Wait, robot bears?
Yeah, robot bears.
Mhm.
I'll have to tell you about that some other time.
They're most disconcerting. I don't like them.
I don't like the sound of that either. I like the robot bees, but robot bears.
You shouldn't like the robot bees. They're slightly larger than normal bees, but they still sting.
But they're robots, and that means they have the little zippity zap stuff in it that Ursa's clickety clack makes work. So she could take over the robot bees.
I
And
think
then
that
they
might
would be her robot bees, which would mean they were our robot bees, which would mean she would have a bee army, and she could be the bee queen. Ursa, are you the bee queen? And we just didn't know?
I mean, not yet that I know of, but maybe.
We'll work your way up to it, honey.
Yeah.
But if
Not
it's anything, this is all my fault. With all my traveling and being old and I'm passing out, I couldn't talk to the bees because I understand bee.
Well, I mean, I did try. I was really polite, and I even offered them food.
Yeah, and I tried to look up, a bear to bee translator on Google Translate. That didn't work. So I don't think they were feeling like talking.
Part of talking with bees is he also got a smell, so you won't find a Google Translate thing.
What?
Yeah.
Smell?
I'm gonna sit down. I'm tired. So much walking.
Just don't go back to sleep. Here, eat more snacks to be sure.
Yeah, it's all right. It happens randomly. There's this one time I was running along the top of a train, and it happened. And
I still don't understand how you did that. You just like right on the top of that train, and then we had to come back for you, and then there was this whole thing about getting you off the top of the train.
All I remember, there was a good blast of cold air, and then
Did you get that checked? I told you had to get that checked.
they say it's a problem since I've been in zoos across the world.
Well, you gotta keep your eye up then, honey. Gotta keep your eye up.
Now you're a free bear, and hopefully it won't be more problems.
I've always been a free bear. It's just sometimes I had to break out of places.
It's always entertaining when he does. Stories are fabulous.
All right, so you all have been talking for some time, and after a while, you start to hear this jingling noise, kind of similar to the sound of the bell that you put on Mimsy.
Josie looks at the little bell.
It's a little different, and after a few moments, you see this shape start to come towards you. And
God, not again.
Once it sits on the rock, you see that it is a dog with a little chipmunk on its head. He points, goes, "There they are. They're the ones." And the dog just kind of looks at you, does a little puppy head tilt. She goes,
You look familiar. Yeah. I think I know your father.
"How would you know my father, dear?"
Oh, honey.
"Yes."
He's still a little tired. It's fine. We apologize. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
"It's a pleasure to make yours, Robin."
My reputation precedes me.
"Well, I was doing some investigation on you, so I put two and two together who you are."
Well, would you like introductions, or you just want to go with assumptions?
Well, and then the dog just kind of looks down the line. "There's Misha, there's Bernadette, Ursa, Josie, and Boo Boo." Not actually
Well.
pointing because dogs can't point, but you get the deal.
Well,
With the nose.
depending on
The nose.
depending on the type of dog they can. That's why they're called pointers.
The nose point. That one.
Yeah.
Well, would you like something to eat? We have some snacks.
At this point, Betsy just looks and goes, "Oh, so you offer her snacks?"
She's polite.
And she's a queen? Or something? Is she the queen? I don't know what's going on. I don't know if he's driving the dog or riding along and the dog is the driver. I don't understand this. It's not a
It's
car.
a Ratatouille situation. Dog.
You've gotten older since the last time I've seen you.
Well, people age, dear. That's how it works.
I mean, like, worse older, not, normal older.
Well, if you're gonna talk to me that way, I won't give you the honey. How about that?
Well, I had.
You could
We were
just.
just.
Look, as many times as you've had me here, dunked in the freaking river trying to get the Ampasa honey.
Well, that was just a test.
No, it was you trying to get the Ampasa honey.
Well, that was a scam anyway. I didn't want it.
Really,
But I
because you
know what you
wanted it, pretty much everybody wanted that stuff.
Well,
And just the rumor that one jar escaped.
Weird how rumors happen.
Weird how they get perpetuated and become stories and continuations. I mean, would you like snacks, darling? And she's
It gets started because of one's legs. That chipmunk that tried to say Ursa was a killer and Ursa's not a killer. And see, that's how rumors get started. You should consider the people you have working for you.
Well, I did see what happened with my dear bees, so.
again.
See, they just combusted. It was amazing.
Well, one does
Those magical
combust
things.
when one picks up a can of hairspray and lights it on fire and uses it as a flamethrower.
We
Well,
didn't know.
darling.
We just told them to stay back. They came right in. If it makes you feel any better, they were very tasty with honey.
Well, they attacked because I didn't ask for you to come. They're my security system.
Well, we were polite and waited at the door. We just knocked, and we even brought an offer. And I really feel put upon that I try to be polite to people, and it doesn't work.
Well, dear, maybe you should try a little harder.
Mm,
I take the blame for most of this. I was passed out.
I know. You really should get that checked.
I
wouldn't
have. It's
know.
nothing. There's nothing they can do.
it was at least it wasn't like the train. Did he tell you about the train?
Oh, I know about the train.
Isn't that? I still don't understand that. And he
I
didn't
don't
even get
understand
crushed
how
by
he didn't. He didn't fly off. I don't get it.
He didn't get crushed by the tunnel. Nothing.
He is Din's bear.
He is better than the average bear. That is all the answer you need.
There's that. He is better than the average bear.
I suppose so. Unlike that Nick. Oh, dumber than the average bear, that one.
Oh, and his sister.
We don't talk about the sister.
The paddywhacks?
Yes,
You know
Yeah.
the paddywhacks.
yes, of course.
I thought Nick was a pretty nice guy.
I mean, nice. Dumber than a sack of rocks, but nice.
Yeah.
He did help us get good snacks, though, and the card to
Well,
get more
I don't-
snacks.
I don't think he actually knew that he helped us to get snacks, honey.
But he did. See, he's good without even knowing he's good. It's that's how good he is.
Best kind of leadership, the one that inspires creativity.
See,
I don't think
Josie
he's
knows.
leadership material. He's not
Look.
leadership material. Mm-mm.
He's not.
Look, Nick's not here. We don't have to sing his fake praises.
Well,
That
I
is
was being
true.
very sincere.
Really? Oh. I
Oh.
figured you were being sarcastic. I'm sorry.
No, I mean, don't get me wrong. He's not the brightest bulb, as the humans say, but he did serve our purpose. He was very polite. He didn't have the snacks though. That's why we had to order the snacks. Why are we talking of Nick? What do we need to do about this, honey?
What
Well,
do you
I'm-
need to do about this, honey? Do
We
you?
need to get it back.
Well,
That
we
the
actually-
formula of the bear scientist.
Well-
But of course, if the formula's been copied down, there's nothing we can do about that. We probably wouldn't even know.
and I'm not sure exactly if we were told exactly how much honey we were supposed to be recovering. Now, were we, Boo Boo?
Well, even if we did know the exact amount, 10 barrels, there's some that lost in transit. Some of them probably already been eaten. So, yeah,
So say 5.
I was thinking 4.
It's a better plan.
Nice even number.
So you want to eat the honey?
No, we got to take
No.
it back. Sure, if only 2 barrels make it back.
As long as they have wands and they can recreate and redo, right? They just need.
I mean, realistically speaking, the formula and the scientists are actually more important than the prototype.
But they said they did need a sample, so maybe a little small jar like you had earlier, the little snack size honey jar.
Yeah.
That should be enough for them.
Yeah, 2 barrels.
2
Technically,
barrels.
2 barrels to get back to the FBI. 2 barrels
Ah,
for
yes,
us.
the FBI.
6 barrels for you.
And a
Why should
formula.
I give it back?
Because you'll be entertained by it. And it's not perfect.
And as
Hmm.
long as we get a little bit back to them, then they get off of your back. And we get off of your back, and you're free to do as you wish. And as our Mubu Bear said, you have maybe copies floating around or something that you can still continue business as you planned.
Hmm.
And
How do I know-
I also know you have a secret science facility.
How do I know that you didn't just leave the FBI right here?
Because
Well,
Nick's not bright enough to put trackers on us.
Nick may not be bright enough, but that doesn't mean the FBI isn't. Did they give you anything to help with this mission?
well,
A
we left
van, but it's way back there.
we ensured that the van isn't a problem. Also, we ensured that Ursa inspected the van before we got in it. Ursa's real useful in that way.
Is that all they gave you? A van?
Well, they did give us a couple formulas that we haven't actually used, and I left them inside my case. And she pulls out her gold plated cigarette case, and you actually open it and you see it's lead lined on the inside, and she just closes it.
Clever.
Now, I may or may not have picked a couple gentlemen's pockets, but Nick wasn't really using that card anyways, and the American Express,
The card that you've been using, and they can track where it's been used.
Oh, no, darling. We only used that card when we were ordering at the
Grizzlies.
at the McGrizzlies outside of the Weasels.
They're nowhere near here.
Those stupid weasels.
I Boo Boo, I think we should just eat them.
What, the weasels?
Yes. Now, that was the thought. We were just...
Weasels taste horrible. Almost as bad as chipmunks.
Hey!
I prefer
Watch it.
honey
Hey,
and
I
fish
have
pizza.
eaten chipmunks before. I will do it right now again.
Do it! Eat me.
Ah!
He seems very eager to be eaten.
Your Highness, I apologize. Apparently they aren't agreeing on things. But yes, we left the card. The last time we used the card was at the McGrizzlies near the Weasels. We had to make sure that they knew where we were going.
I was hungry.
Well, hopefully they weren't tracking you in any other way.
Well, Ursa took care of all of the equipment in the van. And the only people who had phones were me and Ursa. And Ursa, you weren't ensuring that we were tracked, right?
Yeah, I mean, like, just keep your location accuracy off, and then also throw just a few levels of encryption on there, and just like keep it.
I mean, she
She's
does my
very
phone.
efficient.
Well, I suppose I could let you have the honey. If I still had it.
Not a surprise.
It wasn't by my own choice, dear. Don't worry about that.
Who decided to rip you off?
Well, that would be my owner.
You got into it with humans, didn't you?
And as you say that, you look, and the queen is wearing a collar. There are some tags dangling on there. And you realize that was a jingling noise you heard as they were approaching again. Yes, well, it provides a very good cover, but, well, my owner, she got a little suspicious and happened to wonder why there was all this honey and formula in her house, so she stashed it away.
That's why you don't work with humans.
Well, I don't work with them. They own me, dear.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's why nobody owns me.
So, I mean, if you want to try to get it back from her, you can. And if you do, I can let you have whatever you want in it. But I don't know if you're going to quite make it or not.
You see this? I got this from a human's house. Humans' houses, they ain't nothing.
Oh, you don't know my human. So, do we have a deal?
What do you want in exchange for us dealing with this situation?
Whenever the FBI really perfects this formula, and the formula just happens to go missing and gets copied down and given to me, I think that would work.
So can you ensure that we have eyes on the certain individual in charge at all times so that when we know exactly when he figures it out?
I could try. Depends on if they're one of them humans that likes always having their technology in front of their face, and then we can kind of like watch out for it. But if they're one of those off the grid humans,
No, I'm not talking about the human. I'm talking about the scientist when we put it in the FBI. Can't you just, like get in their security cameras?
oh, I could try. When we get back to the van, I could try and do a mix with all the stuff I have. I don't got great signal out here in this forest. Outside kind of sucks sometimes.
I mean, really, Nick is so dumb, you can probably just get the info from him somehow.
We could probably just ask him and he'd give it to us.
Exactly. So, do we have a deal?
I'm not seeing a downside. Anybody else?
Nope, I know the queen always sticks to her deals.
Well,
Seems like a
Highness.
straightforward path.
Well,
Sounds like a plan.
if we're in agreement, then I suppose we should shake. And she sits down and puts her paw out.
Oh, that shake. But it was very refreshing.
Yes, it's one of my favorite tricks. Now come, I'll lead you where we need to go. And she turns and
Excellent.
starts to walk off.
Well then, anybody. Here's to a pleasant arrangement.
And as you guys walk and follow, it's not very long before you start to approach what looks a little bit like human civilization. You start to see signs of houses. And these are big houses.
I'm
Like,
watching for
most of
any
you are
kind
more-
of ATV, four-wheeler thing like that. Bernadette is sick and tired of walking through these woods. Yeah.
You can, as you start to approach, you do see the outskirts of a house, and you do see an ATV sitting there.
Look, it's one of the new ones, the ones they call the mules. Oh,
I'm sorry, Bernadette. We have to be stealthy.
I can do this. I'm so tired
No.
of walking. That looks like it would
We
go
have to be
fast.
stealthy, Bernadette.
Mm-hmm.
Those are too loud. But get it ready to be for a fast escape.
Okay, I will hide here and watch it. Maybe.
I think that's a brilliant plan, and you get yourself ready, and you got your phone on you, right, Bernadette?
I have no phone.
Yes, you do. I put it in your
No.
purse.
No, that's in the van.
All right.
Well-
If we're splitting up, all right, who has phones?
Well, me and Elsa, and don't you still have one?
No, it's not in here.
Where did you put it? We put it in your hat.
At this point, you hear.
I think I took it out for the honey.
At this point, you hear. See, I told you they were stupid. I don't know why you want them to do the job.
I mean,
One second. He goes over to Mimsy.
Mimsy is still on the queen's head.
Yeah, so he goes over to Mimsy. You don't know my reputation, do you?
I do.
Yeah, so you know that I have been here before several times because
Not for here.
you
For
know,
the queen, but not for here.
I'm talking about the general area, you stupid chipmunk.
You're the stupid chipmunk.
Really?
It's not a chipmunk at all.
Really? I'm the stupid chipmunk. Yet I have successfully done heist across the planet.
So have I.
No, you
ain't
haven't.
special. Queen kind of looks up. Boys. Can we please continue on to the house? Or you all just get to sit here and argue over
No, we're formulating a plan. Give us like 2 minutes.
Fine.
And tell your chipmunk lackey to be quiet.
You expect him to listen to anything I really tell him to do?
Yes.
well, if he's not listening real well and he's not really a good employee, we can remove him from your employment.
Oh no, I like him.
We need to keep looking for other transportation. That mule has a flat tire. Dang it. More walking.
All right. But, all right, whenever we find one, Robin, I want you to stay with Bernadette.
If you're
But-
sure, honey.
No, I'm pretty sure this job isn't going to have much room for talking.
We'll make sure Misha goes with you then.
Josie's chain may be handy for you.
All right,
Anyways.
you guys keep going, and you do eventually find some cars that are sitting out in driveways. As you walk past these, they're basically mansions that you're starting to walk past. As the queen slowly keeps leading you down the sidewalk at this point. And luckily it's late, so there's not really any humans out and about. But
Josie, when you go with him, that's what you're going to be looking for. Robin, this is the ride that you need. And she points over, and there's an old school classic Rolls-Royce Excalibur with the drop top laid back and the little flame pipes that run down the side. That is the car we need.
I like that car.
Me too. You can have the fur blowing in the breeze. And Josie, it has the pop hatch there. You can be in the back if you need. That's the car we want.
Gotcha. All right.
all right, so the queen continues to lead you guys down, and eventually you get to the end of it. It's basically like a cul-de-sac where it ends, and at it you just see this enormous gate with walls, all high walls around this house. And you look through the gates and you see this long driveway that leads up to this beautiful, sprawling mansion. Like, this is a high class McMansion. And as you approach the gate, the queen stops and looks at you. Well, dears, this is where I have to leave you. The formula's in there.
Question,
Yeah.
Queen. So, how do you get in and out without the humans letting you go in and out?
I have my ways, dear.
Well, it might help us if we knew your way.
Yeah, but then what's the challenge in that?
Mm,
I want to see if you guys are actually worthy of getting the honey or not.
I'm worth it. Anything I want to do.
Well, then you'll figure out how to get in now, won't you?
mm.
Josie, would you like to continue recon of situation?
Always. It's what we do.
How about we just go through the front gate?
Too
That
overdone.
seems little suspicious. Josie, you take left, I take right.
Okay.
Well, the front gates are always locked. I've seen these big places, and they had to be open from the other side.
Precisely.
Yeah. We let Misha and Josie find the other way in, and then we just walk in the front door. Like
Or
we
I
did.
or I just go up to the wall, hold my hands up, and they should be able to get over.
That
They're
works
pretty
too.
high walls.
I mean, you might be able to throw them over.
Misha just looks over it. Looks over at Boo Boo like,
Fastball specialist.
basketball special?
It sounds better than driving a car through the wall.
Well, that would be cool.
Yeah,
We might get hurt.
That's a bad. That's also high profile.
And very loud.
And at this point, you guys realize the queen is gone. You don't know when she slipped away, but she slipped away.
Do I smell the honey in this place? Or anywhere nearby?
You don't smell it, but you also have the feeling that it could be just because it's inside. You guys aren't close enough to it yet.
Okay.
Plus, there's a nice breeze blowing through. It's a very nice area.
You know, if situation was different, I wouldn't mind living around here.
Hmm.
They have beautiful cars and big open spaces.
That's the problem with big open spaces. They see you coming, they call the security. Then you wake up, and then some weird zoo, and you gotta escape.
This is true.
So are we going up and over, or are we going around to see if there's
hold on.
another way in?
Wait.
Boo Boo goes over to the wall, turns around, and puts it, like, interlocks his paws to look to.
Catapult!
All right, get a running start.
Just,
You Josie.
oh, me? All right. I back up and full run toward Boo Boo.
Yeah.
All right. Boo Boo, roll me a bear.
2,
I don't know what your bear stat is.
3.
Okay. So it's not as graceful as you were hoping it to be, but
Gets
Josie does fly. Josie kind of scramble in the air, and you just manage to clear the wall, and you land on some very plush grass on the other side. Like, this is some primo grass.
All right, your turn, Misha.
progress. All right.
Top of the line grass.
Misha just gets and then just starts sprinting.
All right. Boo Boo, give me another bear roll.
1.
All right, so Misha
Let me
flies
adjust
over
my
a little
stats
more
real quick.
gracefully and lands right next to Josie. And as you land, you do feel this very primo grass. And then a spotlight blinks on and points directly at you two. And that's where we're going to end for this week. All right.
God.
So we are going to go around, and anybody wants to make any plugs, anything like that. So we'll start with Reen.
Oh gosh. Okay. Hi. So I am Fairy Reen on the Twitter and all the places that be. You can find me there or with Geeky Bugbear. And I've been sick as all get out, but this was a fabulous way to come back and be like, yes, games. Thank you for having me, and I'm having so much fun being Bernadette. Other than that, have a great time.
All right, Jess.
Hi, I'm Jess. Go_JG on Twitch and Twitter. I stream, I play games, and tonight my podcast will be airing live on Twitch, Critical Reroll. So you can check that out on Twitch or Twitter. Yeah, thanks.
All right, Andy.
Yes, I'm Ubiquitous Chicken on Twitter, and I'm looking forward to seeing you guys next week here on Mission ImBEARable.
All right, Deirdre, you got anything going to plug?
Yes, actually, hold on. Let me take the hat off. Sorry, y'all. A little hot. Hello, all. You can find I'm at Deirdre on Twitter or at Praxagora as you see me hanging out in the Twitch chat. You can see me in about 3 hours over on Soulbearer RPG at 5 p.m. Eastern Time, where we are doing some Shattered Eye, and the Shattered fam is dealing with some fallout from some things. Also, apparently, Kadarn's abs grant advantage on persuasion checks. Just saying. The abs
Perfect
do grant
abs.
advantage. Monday night, you can find me over on Wandering DM as we play some Dark Matter D&D in space. And we totally did not kill half of the police force that came into this library to arrest us, because we are nice people. And we're really, really nice. Saturday, but more importantly on Tuesday, I was going to rush myself, but Tuesday, you may see it on Twitter, I will be posting about it every day, is the release of the Uncaged Anthology Volume 1 on the DMs Guild. Please come out and support it. It is a fabulous project where we did feminist reimaginings of the female monsters in the Monster Manual. Volume 1 has 24 individual adventures spanning tiers 1 through 4. So come check it out. It's a really good product. really good supportive. And then Saturday, you can find me back over on Wandering DM as I drive some fine folk mad with some Western Pop Cthulhu. And apparently there's a ship that's setting sail if it can get itself off the dock for some folk.
Fun
Maybe.
stuff.
We'll see. All right, Jeanette.
Well, hello. I'm Jeanette. You can find me on Twitter at JEBriggs79. And you can find me on Saturdays from 3 p.m. Eastern Time to 5 on Power Score RPG playing Dungeon of the Mad Mage. And on every other Monday night, you can find me on my channel, Uncanny_Adventures, playing or running Call of Cthulhu, The Wretched West, that Jamie plays in. And that will be not this Monday, but the following. And then 2 weeks from tomorrow, we're starting a new D&D 5e campaign on my page that's going to be a pirate adventure. So that'll be starting up, and that runs at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time. So it should be fun. I'm excited. And I think that's what I have going on right now.
All right, and last but certainly not least, Conti.
I'm Lord Conti. I work entirely way too much, so I have nothing going on but this. And this is the bright spot of my week.
Glad to be the bright spot. And I'm Jamie. You can find me on Twitter at J_Bellin. Your illustrious Bearmaster who has to rest his throat for the rest of the day because that Mimsy voice was starting to kill me towards the end of doing it. And as Jeanette said, you can find me on her channel every other Monday, which is 1 week from tomorrow, playing Call of Cthulhu, The Wretched West, where I play Hudson Devereaux, the deputy sheriff who has no idea what any laws actually are. And you may or may not see me in Dungeon of Mad Mage at some point. The one that Jeanette was just talking about. But other than that, I don't have anything else going on. And I'm looking forward to see you guys break into a house next week. It's going to be a lot of fun. All right. Otherwise, we are off. So bye, everyone.
Bye.
Thank you for watching. Bye.